Hi, my name is Ditya Gupta. This is a fun project in Minecraft that I made for my classical mythology class at school. It relates to the creation of the world as stated in Hesiod's Theogony. Hesiod was a famous Greek poet, and Theogony is one of his most famous works. It means the birth of the gods, which is a combination of Greek theos, meaning God, and gonia, meaning birth. Let's take a look at this combination of mythology and Minecraft. In my Minecraft launcher here, I've created a world with multiple scenes that give a visual representation of the poem. I'll log into my world here. This is the amazing start button which will start off the sequence. These scenes are floating islands with images that don't move, but they give text out that I'll read out loud. So, let's get started. Theogony in Minecraft, adapted by me, Aditya Gupta. We will begin with the 9 Muses named Clio, Euterpe, Thalia, Melpomene, Terpsichore, Erato, Polyhymnia, Orania, and Calliope. These 9 daughters of Zeus inspire great artists to, make great art. They will tell us the story of how the gods came to be, how they divided wealth and allotted realms among each other, and first came to Olympus. As Hesiod said, "Tell me these things, Olympian Muses, from the beginning, and tell which of them came first." At first, there was nothing but chaos, the abyss. But then, Gaia, the earth, Tartarus, demon the underworld, and Eros, desire, came into being. So here we have a big hole, which is basically the abyss, and this is how everything looked before these 3 primal beings came into being. So here we have 3 primal beings. Gaia was the Earth Mother and the progenitor of all the Titans, who eventually gave birth to the main Olympians. Eros embodied desire and was a primal force. Tartarus was... Wait a second. Is that Freddy Fazbear? Weird. Hopefully there aren't any jump scares. Anyways, Tartarus was a pit in the lowest part of the underworld, in which bad people were jailed. Greeks said that an anvil took 7 days to drop from Olympus to the earth, and 7 more days to go down to Tartarus. So here we have Tartarus. He's a kind of evil-looking guy. Here we have Gaia, the Earth Mother, and here we have Eros, who is desire. Gaia's first child was Uranus, sorry heaven, he's up here. Then she bore the mountains and the barren raging sea. After that, with Uranus, she bore the Titans, Oceanus, over here, Coeus, Crius, Hyperion, Iapetus, Thea, Rhea, Themis, Mnemosyne, Phoebe, and Tethys. They're all over here. Then Gaia bore her most wicked child, Chronos, the arch deceiver. He's the guy in gold over here. She also bore the Cyclopes, these guys, and the 100-handed ones, those guys. Uranus thought they were ugly, so he stuffed them back into the earth. Gaia became very angry with Uranus for hating their children, so she talked to the Titans, her other children, and said that Uranus would need to be punished. Chronos, because his mind worked in wicked ways, stood up for the job and said that he would do it. After giving him an adamantium sickle, she went over the plan. When she went to see Uranus, Chronos stood in the shadows and ambushed Uranus, severing his genitals. The rule of Uranus had ended. So here we have Uranus, there's Gaia, here's the Cyclopes, they only have 1 eye each. And the 100-handed ones were supposed to have 100 hands and 50 heads, but I couldn't fit that all here. And if I get up for a second, you can see Chronos has an adamantium sickle, and back then adamantium was a gray flint-colored stone. Let's go on to the next scene now. Chronos became the ruler of the universe, and he married Rhea, another one of the Titans. Then he had 6 children, Poseidon, Hades, Demeter, Hestia, Hera, and Zeus. He had learned from a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, so he ate each child as soon as he or she was born. Rhea, grief-stricken, petitioned her parents to come up with a plan to protect Zeus, who was the last child. They told her to replace Zeus with a stone so that Chronos wouldn't actually swallow him. Zeus was sent off to Crete to be brought up, while Chronos thought that he had already taken care of him. Chronos was deceived by Gaia, who made him vomit up all the gods he had swallowed, as well as the stone. Being gods, they were undigested because they're mortal. Zeus led the gods away from Chronos and visited the Cyclopes, who gave him his lightning bolt. This outraged Chronos, beginning the Titanomachy, which was a war between the Titans and the gods. So here we have Chronos and his wife Rhea, and here we have all the gods. We have Hestia, we have Demeter, who is the god of agriculture and things, Poseidon, who is water, Hades, lord of the underworld, and Hera, who becomes Zeus here's wife. And this stone that Chronos swallowed became very important later on. Next scene. After 10 years of fighting, the gods eventually won the war with the help of Zeus's thunderbolt, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of darkness, all courtesy of the Cyclopes. Zeus threw the Titans into Tartarus, and they stayed there for the rest of eternity. Meanwhile, Zeus and his siblings had a new world to rule. And these guys are pretty unhappy in here. It's basically just eternal torture. Nobody would like that. But they deserved it. They were pretty bad guys. Especially Chronos here. Even after the Titanomachy was over, Zeus and his siblings still faced some problems. Prometheus, son of Iapetus and Clymene, was kind of a trickster. He tricked Zeus into accepting the lesser part of animal sacrifices, and he also gave humankind fire against Zeus's will. Zeus was very angry at him for this, so he tied Prometheus to a mountain and set an eagle on him to eat his liver each day. Every time the eagle ate his liver, it grew back the next day, so it was essentially eternal torture. Zeus didn't like Prometheus, but humankind sure did. Zeus was planning out to wipe out humanity, but with Prometheus' gift of fire, humankind had a way to continue surviving. So this punishment isn't nearly as bad as what he actually got, but I think it serves to show that he was not liked by Zeus at all. Now that I've showed you the story, let's see how I implemented it into the game of Minecraft. So we'll start off at the beginning scene way over here. So the pictures here, they don't move except for in the last scene, which we just did. So these are armor stands. This one doesn't have arms, but for these I set show arms to true. Then I went to a Minecraft head database online and I found a bunch of heads from different people that would look good on these. And then I just got out some armor and some items and put them on the armor stands, and they look like people now. Now down here where the amazing start button is, you might have noticed I look like I'm standing on thin air when I stand like this or something. These are barrier blocks here. They're invisible unless you're holding one of these, and particles is set to all. So now you can see all these barrier blocks, and if I let go of it, they slowly disappear. Down here with the amazing start button, what it does is it starts off these 3 command blocks here. So command blocks are useful because when you power them with redstone, which is like Minecraft wiring, they can do a certain thing in the world, like summon an entity or say a message or teleport a player. This one here, it teleports the player to the coordinates of the viewing box I put here. The next one, this command is called /title. When I started the story, this purple title here and the green subtitle, those were the work of this command block for the title and this one for the subtitle. Then these repeaters are essentially delays. They delay it so that all the messages don't come at once. Then this uses a command called /tellraw, and this @p here means nearest player. And in this case, since there's only one player, that would be me. So this is the text here. We will begin with the 9 Muses, etc., etc., etc. And then we go to the end. You can also specify a color. So I change each scene to a separate color. So these repeaters will go through and do every single piece of text until they get to the end. And this one is the same as the other ones, but it's got a special thing at the end. Click event. Basically, when you click on it, it'll run a command, and the value is set block at certain coordinates to redstone block. Those coordinates are right over here. in the middle of these two. The redstone block placed here will power these two command blocks and this redstone here. This one sets the redstone block back to air, and this one teleports the player to the next viewing box, which is here. This redstone again starts the chain of text and repeaters until it gets to another one with more set block that'll go to the next scene, and so on. It'll continue like that. Now over here, you might have noticed there was a bit where this Freddy Fazbear head, it appeared in the viewing box. And that was weird, I just decapitated him. But there was a bit where the Freddy Fazbear head showed up here. So how that worked is I had a Freddy Fazbear head here, and this command block, it cloned the head with the /clone command into the position of right here, and then the next command block, after a bit of delay, set the block back to a barrier, so it was only there for a little bit. That was, I guess, my failed attempt at making a slightly scary jump scare. So that continues on normally for the next few stages. These are just normal, and then this last one had a bit of a special thing to it. If I reset you see there were iron bars here before, but now there aren't. And the reason that is because reset it. And over here, these command blocks will make an iron cage around Prometheus, this guy in purple here, to signify how he got punished by Zeus and stuck onto the mountain. And then the rest of it is just normal again. And this one doesn't have any click value because there's nothing after it. So that's how it all works. So classical mythology is my favorite class at school. Minecraft is one of my favorite games at home. And this is just a fun combination of the two that I really enjoy building. Also, if any of you want to check out this world, I've included a world download in the description, and you can download that and put it into your Minecraft and check it out. Thanks for watching.